Hi and welcome to the KeyShotVR overview. KeyShotVR is an upgrade add-on to your existing KeyShot 3 license that gives you the ability to create interactive 3D content that can be viewed on any HTML5 enabled web browser, including tablets and mobile devices. This video will review the basics of getting started with KeyShotVR, as well as provide examples for each of the four types. Once KeyShotVR has been activated, by going to Help, Activate KeyShotVR, you'll find a new button on your toolbar. Clicking on this button will take you into the KeyShotVR wizard, where you will be led through the steps of creating a KeyShotVR. The first dialog in the wizard asks which type of KeyShotVR do you want to create. These four modes differ by their vertical angle endpoints. So let's take a look at an example of each to help better understand how the nature of your product relates to the respective KeyShotVR modes. Turntable is the most basic mode. Here, the vertical angle is fixed, which means this mode requires the least amount of rendered frames for output, translating to faster render and loading times. Using turntable mode, an online retailer could engage their customers by providing an interactive 360-degree horizontal view of the product. Spherical mode's vertical angle endpoints are by default at -80 and 80 degrees. If your product has an important feature on the underside as well as the top side, spherical is probably the ideal KeyShotVR mode. Hemispherical mode's vertical angle endpoints are by default at 0 and 80 degrees. If you would like to show off the top side of your product, but the underside is not as important, hemispherical is a good choice for your KeyShotVR. It may also be useful in a situation like this, where the camera would interfere with the geometry in the scene if it were to go any lower than 0 degrees. The custom KeyShotVR mode allows you to set your own horizontal and vertical angle endpoints, providing the ability to create variations of turntable, spherical, and hemispherical modes, as well as a complete 360-degree view with wrapping vertical angle endpoints like what is seen here. Although this type of custom VR provides the highest level of interactivity, it also requires the most amount of frames for output. So when using the KeyShotVR wizard, choose the optimal mode for the nature of your product to maintain efficiency in your workflow while creating amazing interactive 3D content.